Hey everyone, welcome. It's Friday. If I'm on your screen, it means it's Friday. It's 5 o'clock, and we are on the Education Roundup Middle East. So, welcome everyone. I hope you had a great week. Hope you had a fantastic week as it's a cloudy. I'm looking out the window here in Abu Dhabi. It's a cloudy one this afternoon. Feeling a bit like it's going to rain, actually. So, fingers crossed. We love the rain here in Abu Dhabi, well, in the UAE or in the Gulf, really, because we don't get too much rain. So when we get the rain, we're happy. I know it's not like the UK where when you get the rain, you're like, what? Again? No, it's not like that. We love the rain. So welcome to the Roundup. My name is Lisa Grace, and the Roundup is sponsored by schoolfinder.ae. If you are tuning into the Roundup, please, you know what to do. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Leave it in the comments. Hello and welcome. Now, remember, my promise is to keep the roundup quite succinct, quite short, so that people can come, get the headlines, and go. So we're going to jump into the headlines really quickly. My aim is to keep the roundup between 5 to 10 minutes in length and make sure that we can get everything done and dusted in that time. All right, you ready for the headlines? If you're ready for the headlines, type yes in the comments. I'm ready for the headlines, Lisa. What's been going on this week? Okay, number one, ISC Research, which is an education research company, released their list of EdRuptors for 2022, and me, your girl, Lisa, I was named as one of them. So I want to say a massive thank you to ISC Research for including me on the list. What's cool is that the people on the list are people that I admire. You know what I mean? And so when you're among a list of people that you admire, you're like, me, you get this little, I don't know about you, but you get this little imposter syndrome where you're like, me, I'm on that list. Like, how, because there are all these cool people on the list, educators that you really admire, that you look up to, and you follow their work, you follow their stuff. And so I'm going to put the link to download. It's actually a part of a white paper. So I'm going to put the link to download the white paper, and you can see all of the people who have been named as EdRuptors of 2022 and how they got to that conclusion, what tools they used, and what it means. So again, huge thank you to the ISC research team for including me on that list. I'm honored. Listen, I'm only here to do what I love, which is to serve educators and the education community here in the Middle East and further afield if it goes that far. So it's cool when your work is recognized, I take the good with the bad, I roll with the punches, but I know that if I can help one person, if I can connect a couple of educators together, if I can get them to get on a stage and speak or write or, really create content or do something, then yeah, I've done something. So I'm really excited about that. Right. Next headline. Private schools in the UAE must ensure that 4% of their staff are Emirati by the end of the year, and that percentage rises to 10% in 2026. Now, the thing about this is that a lot of schools are saying it's not as easy to recruit, but my personal opinion, and tell me in the comments, I don't think those percentages are terribly high. I think they are good percentages, and I think for the country to be sustainable, its labor force, its people, then they have to be gainfully employed. And schools are big employers. Schools are big employers in this country. So they have to play their part. And I'm all for it. Let me know. But the one thing I do know is that they're not going to have a huge group of people to pick from, because we still haven't made teaching attractive enough yet for young people to want to really push and gravitate towards it. My hope is that we can get there, we can get to the point where teaching and the education sector is attractive, so much so that there is a competition to join the teaching profession. That is a dream, but wishing the schools good luck. In the article, which is in the National, they were saying that there are difficulties being faced by schools in meeting this quota, and so they're looking at creative ways of doing that. And I can see where there could be potential difficulties. Let me know in the comments if your school's hiring local staff, Emirati staff, and what are your thoughts on this topic. Okay, so that is oh, this one was from last week, where we're talking about staff recruitment for like hundreds of staff. The hundreds, what am I talking about? They're recruiting, each school is recruiting hundreds of staff. Some of the groups are recruiting thousands. It depends on their size. If you're a size like Talim, you're recruiting thousands. And again, where are they coming from? That's where we're having that sticking point. By the way, I mean, this is kind of off the topic, but Talim reported their earnings, because they're now a publicly traded company on the Dubai Stock Exchange, and they seem to be doing well. Like I said, education definitely pays if you know how to do it properly. So congrats to Alan Williamson and the team at Talim on those results. I heard him on Dubai Eye talking about the results, and why not? Congrats where it's due. Okay, upcoming events. We're 6 minutes and 48 seconds in, so we're keeping to time. The big one, guys. It's the big one. The Middle East School Leadership Conference is taking place in Dubai at the Crown Plaza. Have you registered? The early bird special ends on the 15th. It is coming up soon, so make sure you go and you register and you get your ticket and you get your friends to register who are school leaders, because it's going to be a fabulous event. 2 days of learning and networking and growing. Check it out. Go to schoolleadersme.com. I'll put the link in the comments. I'm going to be in the comments with you guys, so please go into the comments, click the link, and register. One of the great things about putting conferences together with my team is getting to really think about what is needed, not just putting anybody on the stage and just throwing it together for the sake of it and, hoping for the best. No, looking really at who and what and why, and really what can add value. And so we've really done that this year. We've done it every year, but like this year, we're like, what is really going to add value to our educators, to our school leaders? And go check out the speakers. Like, just go check them out. And we're adding some more next week. So you go check them out, because you're going to be pretty, in my opinion, impressed with the quality and the caliber of school leaders that are going to be on that stage on the 22nd and 23rd of February. So you really, really should encourage your schools to send you out. I put a post on LinkedIn about my friend who said, she doesn't want to leave her school because things fall apart when she does. And people are all over it. Let me just say, she is a brilliant school leader. She watches the roundup. She's my friend. We used to work in the PPP together. And now she heads a school. She's great. Salvage your friendship, Lisa Gray. Salvage it, because the LinkedIn comments were brutal but constructive. Some of them are really, really good. Like, I'm not going to knock my colleagues on LinkedIn. You guys really did some really good commentary on what she should take note of. And I think she will try and come to the conference. So don't be too hard on her. But it's just a great event to network. The value of the conference is the content, but more than that, it's the networking, it's the talking, it's the tapping someone on the shoulder. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? It's the, this is happening in my school. Is this common for you? Do you notice this? Or can I get your details and connect with you later? I have this issue, or would love to work together on that. Love that. MESLC is known for its just relaxed, easy networking flow. And we have great exhibitors, we have great sponsors and supporters. And so just come and check it. It's 200 to 250 heads of schools, deputy heads, assistant heads, aspiring head teachers who are coming together. We all have the same issues. It's only when we go out and network that we realize we're not alone in our corners, that we're not strange. It's the things that we think that are peculiar to us that are actually common among us. Did you catch that? That was pretty deep, actually. I went deep just there. It's the things that we think are unique to us, the things that isolate us, the things that make us draw into ourselves. Those are actually things that unite us. They're the things we have in common. The problems we think are special to our school, our environment, are actually the problems that we're all facing. See, I can go deep, people. I can go deep. So come out to MESLC 2023 and let's chat. I'm looking forward. My team is looking forward. We're all looking forward to welcoming you in Dubai. The Teach Middle East podcast, it's everywhere. It's on Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcast Player. It's on Apple Player, for sure. And it's also on teachmiddleeast.com. New episode comes out this Sunday. So you got to check that out and make sure you subscribe. The Teach Middle East channel is on YouTube. I've gone over my time, but I love chatting to you guys. So get into the comments, check out the podcast, go to teachmiddleeast.com, connect. I'm on LinkedIn, Lisa Grace Wilson. I'm also on Twitter at Lisa Grace. And my only aim in doing these broadcasts, in doing these articles, events, social, whatever, is to connect, develop, and empower educators. Okay, that's a wrap. Oh, but before we go, I love to do my little encouragement at the end. This weekend, find time for stillness. Just stillness. Turn the phone off, turn everything off. If you can get a really quiet place, just to be still. Doesn't have to be for a long time. Can be for 5 or less minutes. If you can afford more, take it. And just quiet your mind and just be still. Thank you so much. Get in the comments. I'm in the comments with you. Have a great weekend. Bye.